the pick bans, but not much of an Orianna player, honestly. Very much, as I've touched on many a times before. Nico, he looks really, really good at. He's had some good Orianna games, don't get me wrong, but certainly not the champion we oftentimes associate with 1116.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to see Leandris from Driver. That feels like a Driver-type build.
Yeah.
Because back when, I don't remember when exactly, but it was last year, we used to see a lot of tank Gragas, and he was, at that time, just still doing the Everfrost full AP, Everfrost into Cosmic Drive.
Giga Chad.
That's right. I mean, he picked up a Penta on Gangplank before anyone even thought he was pickable. Couple of tonics.
This is going to be the Comet for Orianna.
Yeah.
Probably 3 points W.
Yeah, I think that build's definitely better into long-range matchups.
Yep. As Driver is doing what Udyr does best.
Yeah. This is also just what Driver does. He loves proxying.
Yeah. Kazma, wise enough to start on the bot side of the map, but I'm not sure if he's going to clear 2 top or just do his Raptors and then go do his top side and path back down to bot. I think I'd prefer to see that rather than clearing his way. Yeah, he will just start Raptors to avoid the Udyr shenanigans and then path back down towards bot lane.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily that you're trying to kill the bot lane of BYG, but just offer maybe a little bit of safety, but just ensure that that lane is going to get to sort of the mid-game feeling okay.
Yeah.
They should do anyway, but I mean, ultimately, top lane is not going to matter. There shouldn't be any deaths for either of these players. Yes.
Kasante is diveable early, but I think this wave is crashing way too early.
Yeah. I think Driver's more likely to look for a proxy into recall than a dive. Admittedly, he's not here, but I think he also realizes that it's a little bit too risky because they don't actually know where Kazma is.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of these Udyrs do look for that level 1 to try and find where the enemy is, and at that stage you can look to proxy or just play at the tower, firing off your Phoenix stance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Driver takes a tower shot,
yeah.
but
that's fine.
He's winning these trades so hard that it's probably not going to matter. As this could get ugly for ICU. Vi is here finishing up her red and his wave is pushing slowly into the enemy tower. See if he can manage to get it in. But the benefit of being against the Udyr, as annoying as it is that he just auto pushes the wave. He's fine. Though he probably has to seriously worry about getting dived by the Vi now.
Yeah. Definitely should be aware that he is under that threat, and Driver will be able to push this wave in. It's going to crash at pretty much the perfect time for Vi to arrive if they want to look for the dive. Now, admittedly, again, this is similar. You don't actually have to.
Yeah.
Like, you don't gain anything necessarily from doing it. Yes, you delay this Kasante from getting to that sort of unkillable stage a little bit, but
yeah,
it shouldn't matter all that much. And I think it's smarter to just look for the recall here. And
I'm surprised they don't go for it, though, with how low he is.
I think it's just not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, we saw it go disastrously last game.
Exactly. And what do you really gain? I mean, ICU is going to just teleport back to lane. Yes, you get 400 gold on Vi or the Udyr, but those aren't really the champions you care to get a lot of gold on. Sure, I mean, maybe Vi, you could argue that the early game becomes a lot easier. You get to that Sundered Sky or whatever you choose to build. Sometimes we see Black Cleaver.
Yeah. Shengbai doing reasonably well in this lane. Has lost a big chunk of his HP, but 1116 is out of mana now. Has to wait for his biscuits.
It will just be the recalls coming through for both mid laners. Teleport there for Shengbai. It's going to be matched. And Lucidity Boots is the first item. That makes sense. These are both skill shot reliant champions, so oftentimes that is what you see. The difference between sort of a matchup like this and a matchup like Orianna Azir is where Orianna doesn't have to care so much about the Azir skill shot because it should just land anyway, no matter what, if you have the boots. So it's quite a lot better to get that mana early. Look for trades more often. But
Driver
here
takes another tower shot.
Yeah, he's got turtle stance. This champion on low health is a fraud.
Yeah. It's a nice ward by, I think, Kusha earlier. As ICU doing quite well in a hard lane as well. And it's really bot lane that's struggling. Arding lost his flash in a trade in the bot lane, and he's down a lot of CS.
This really is the biggest problem with having your support as your melee support as a farmer. Nautilus has a bit of wave clear,
Yeah.
but ultimately, if something like this ever happens, you start to struggle quite a lot. Xingbai, he is level 6. He's going to have to flash, though.
Yeah, nice flash. Just respect the Vi engage and the Orianna ulti. They actually hold on to the Orianna ulti, which will be very appreciated by 1116.
And I think now all Husha needs to do is go get 6 and
come back
gank
mid.
bot.
Yeah.
Mid. Oh, Driver looks like he might have taken another tower shot after getting all outed. Does just dodge that Q3.
Very close from ICU. Ends up just being a trade of ghosts.
Yeah, and Husha takes one of those Void Grubs, then is looking mid. Through will come the Shockwave. A lot of damage found from Xingbai, and he is actually able to get away with that water path.
They got them off the dragon.
They did, and now Fing's going to be here. Arding doesn't have flash, but pretty tanky. Now 116 does have flash still, but no mana, no health, as well as no ultimate means won't be able to really compete in a skirmish, so should just be looking to recall as soon as possible.
Oh. Alright, he's okay. As it looks like it'll be beyond picking up the drag, though Helpig's... No, they're not going to look to contest it.
I think this was really smart, by the way. Take the one Void Grub, realize they're on Dragon, and just... Void Grubs literally do not matter.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more of that in general. Just, you can do the Void Grubs one at a time.
Yeah.
It's an objective that doesn't feel bad just stopping partway through, the same way a dragon might.
Yeah, I mean, dragons ultimately are a win con, whereas Void Grubs, not really.
Yeah.
Arding takes a lot of damage there for landing that hook, as well as he's now out of mana. God JJ, of course, does have a lot, and he ultimately will be the damage in the lane, but without Nautilus's mana, it kind of feels very difficult.
Completely out of mana. Didn't take biscuits. Did he?
No, I'm not sure.
I think he
probably.
Did. I think he did.
He doesn't have X Flash, so maybe... Wait, no, he can't have taken biscuits. He has minion dematerializing.
I'm trying to remember if that's in the same tier.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, no biscuits.
Husha level 6 now. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble as Helpig's bot lane, but I'm not going to go for it.
Kind of
just
surprised.
Getting some vision.
I think that's a dive you certainly could look for.
Yeah.
A whole lot of safety.
I think what we're seeing is honestly beyond just have faith in their macro and their team fighting to just not take massive risks in the early game and give Helpigs an angle to win the game.
Ooh, Driver's got a early point in Tiger stance? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, maybe some...
It means you can get your passive up more often, but... Oh, he's going to get...
Oh, nice. Wow. Driver goes CC immune to avoid the Cassante all out there. Otherwise, probably dead. Almost certainly dead.
Yeah, no flash, of course. Taking Ghost. That's not even up, so... Would have for sure died. Maybe ICU trying to get one more auto attack in was the difference maker.
Yeah. Looks like Helpigs will get at least one of the Void Grubs.
Yeah.
1116 has first move, and so does Rakan.
It should be...
No TP on the Nautilus. Senna
there is
very
Smite
far.
available for both junglers, but I think wisely, Helpigs move on out of there. They only have to deny one of the second, and then there no longer will be those Void Mites available. And again, we say it pretty much every game, but that's really the only threshold that matters.
Yeah.
Oh, Xingbai's going to be looked at. There's a lot coming down onto him, and he should be going down. And 9 minutes 50 in, we get our first blood. It goes on to Husha.
Yeah.
Punishing, if you look at that Flash Summoner, that is
just about to come
seconds
up.
off coming up.
Yeah. Got JJ, no heal, no ulti there to help peel Xingbai.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just a full sense of security in the mid lane.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my flash is almost up. Can walk up a little bit wrong.
He's got his teammates with him, but they end up
Flash.
just
Flash Vault Breaker, cease and desist, and
Yeah, finds a really good timing on it.
something's gone really awry in this bot lane, by the way, because Stay True is level 6. He's already used his ult, and in that time, we still haven't got 6 on Senna.
Yeah.
Yes, Arding's level 7, but the levels are more important. The sort of XP, gold, whatever, is more important for the Senna than it is the Nautilus.
Yeah. And that level 6 threshold, you know, just created this big vacuum where they lost Void Grubs, couldn't contest them. And they lost a kill mid that maybe they could have saved with Senna ulti, Senna heal.
Sure, now Driver, teleporting back to lane. ICU not recalling. Maybe he's close to picking up the Kanik.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have to be it. Item completed for Driver now. I was going to ignore him and proc Demolish on the tower.
I'm feeling pretty happy about that. Oh. Blue Dead champion.
Yeah. Not getting too much accomplished. I mean, he's chipped away at this tower.
Yeah, he's got 3 plates, right? Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Not something you often see done solo. Okay. Gonna deny that. That's -1.
Yeah.
W.
Cosma, quiet game so far.
Yeah, not really seen him all that much, right? Just
Yeah.
kind of quietly.
Starting objectives, not getting to finish them.
Yeah. And just doing camps otherwise, whereas, I mean, we saw Husha showed up mid, got flash, came back 4.5 minutes later and finished the job.
Now this is a hard contest if you're Hellpigs, just because there's an item completed on the Xayah already.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Neither Senna or Nautilus have an item, as well as Vi having the Sundered Sky already.
Now, top should start feeling a lot better for ICU now. He has his Kanik return.
Yeah.
One of the better items in the game.
Yeah, can get in, trade, kill the wave, and back off to get it back up.
Yeah. You just trade around that cooldown and feels pretty unlosable. Oh, we found our way onto gold. JJ flashes away, but not before the Vi ult goes down, and that's going to be 1 kill confirmed, and looks like Kazman might not be long for this world.
Yeah. Really nice, you know, damage out from Shengbai, but, you know, he hits all his spells, but he's just not at the point where he's a threat yet. God JJ loses his flash, still goes down.
Yeah, definitely problems rearing their head. And while hasn't been a lot of kills, it is currently a 3.5k gold lead, so...
Udyr's out of mana. ICU doesn't go for it. Oh, he's already used it,
yeah. Yeah, he used it already.
What a flank from Husha using the upgraded plant. And yeah, I don't know what to do if you're God JJ there. Yeah, Shengbai's landing about 1 million abilities back there, but yeah, not enough damage yet to be threatening.
Yeah, it does have Luden's companion now, but
yeah,
how impactful will that be? Doesn't feel awfully.
Yeah, and it's going to be probably a very, as we predicted, a very hard game for this Senna. It's going to be a lot of that. A lot of Rakan ultimate or Vi ultimate into a Orianna ball. There's 1116.
You know, are they going to be willing to give this over? It doesn't feel like they have to be. Hook lands. That might be Feng going down. Does get that ultimate off. The flash does come out too. There's a lot of CC being layered, but Feng does remain alive. Husha, though, he's being looked at now as Stay True as well, getting very, very low. Husha turns around, picks up 1 kill. Hook will once again land on Feng. He goes down. Arding going to claim the credit for that one. And all things said and done, it does result in what is simply a 1-for-1, but...
Wow. I mean, Arding putting in work that fight. I think he landed 2 hooks onto Feng in that fight. Feng managed to live for so long somehow. And I'd say you're okay with that if you're Hellpigs. You get a kill onto your... Oh, Nautilus. I thought Hui got it.
No.
Oh, that sucks. So, the positive point for Hellpigs is I really doubt they're diving the Cassante here. They just want to grab the tower. The positive for Hellpigs is that all these kills are on the Vi, along with a massive shutdown. Vi is a very easy champ to kill later in the game. You know, it doesn't really matter how tanky she builds. She really only goes in one direction in these fights. It's going to be straight in.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it, but Xingbai actually landed some abilities there, as well as empowered autos.
Yeah, Arding has a great fight here. Just watch him nailing these hooks on Feng. There's one. Helped out by the hitbox a little bit there.
Yeah, held ult as well. Oh.
Nice by ICU. I'm pretty sure he gets Ori Flash there too. As, yeah, another hook secures the kill. Just doesn't go over to Xingbai, but you're okay with that.
It's better than nothing.
I'm
surprised. They do get the Rift Shield eventually.
I'm surprised ICU doesn't manage to get the Orianna Flash there. But he doesn't have the Iceborne Gauntlet that we usually see on Cassante. Makes him very sticky. So 1116 just able to run away.
Looks like he did get the ult though.
Yeah.
So, got something. Looks like Crypt Bloom is going to be second item, here, for 116. Makes sense, of course.
When did this happen? I mean, yeah.
Oh, he didn't get the ultimate.
He just
God JJ did.
Yeah, you expect a lot of this for God JJ.
Yeah, I don't know what Senna's supposed to do. This feels like...
He needs Nautilus there with him to maybe, you know, CC them under tower, try trade a kill with a collapse.
But even then, Nautilus gets the kill. It feels like you really wish your Nautilus was a time Kench.
Yeah. Was the go-to Senna lane until, you know, very recently.
True. It used to be one of the most broken lanes in the game, and they had to change how Time Kench worked as a champ.
Yeah, yeah, the...
Changing his R and E around.
Yeah. Being able to eat Senna on like a 10-second cooldown was not very reasonable.
Oh, Xingbai, he gets found in the river. It looks like he will be able to get away, but he loses Flash. Shield will charge mid, and Feng's stepping up very, very far. Does get that Featherstorm off just before anything too bad happens, but a lot bad's happening now as ICU's gone all out. He's looking. He's trying to find Feng. He's going to find Stay True in the mid lane, though. It's going to be Driver running on forward, and so much is happening, and none of it's good here for Beyond as Hellpigs. They march on forward.
I mean, that entire fight, I mean, Crisis avoided because Driver walked up both the carries of Hellpigs and just stood in front of them, not even taking very much damage for it, as it should be. Oh, a TP comes out from 1116 on the Orianna.
Completed. Driver being looked at has turtle stance and powered turtle stance. Honestly, not losing much health at all, although now a little bunch of CC is going to land. Certainly is a lot more impactful. Arding once again going to be...
Grabs a shutdown on the Nautilus. That sucks, but I mean, he's landing plenty of hooks, so maybe he deserves it.
He does. It does feel like he deserves it, but is it best for the team? Perhaps not. They get the Dragon. They stop the Dragon stacking for at least 5 more minutes, but they do lose mid lane tower and maybe even a second.
For 2. I don't think they can go for 2, but...
I'm not sure. They have a couple of Void Grub pickups, but teleport coming through means they probably shouldn't. No all out on this. Ooh,
that was scary. Stay true.
Oh no, it's just going to happen again. Okay. Oh, it might still just happen again. Oh God, JJ, just... Oh,
God, boy. JJ is just in this game to suffer. I think he will finally get this recall off.
Not before he basically walks back.
Xingbai here kind of miraculously lives, to be honest.
Yeah, but this was a lot of cooldowns, and that's really how this fight can be so successful. As well as Feng once again kind of just being too far out. Yeah,
kudos to Hellpigs. I thought this might be an overcommit, but I mean, Arding and Kuzma play the fight so well. ICU just follows up, and this Cassante, when the fights are disjointed like this, just wreaks havoc.
Yeah.
Husha can't really do anything in a fight like this, in spite of how fed he is.
For sure. You really need your Xayah to be living longer. I mean, just walking too far up. Xin Zhao pops out of a Rift Herald and just ease onto you. You can't really afford that to ever be the case.
Yeah, a couple of sloppy fights from Feng overall, but it is very hard for Xayah to play into long-range champs, and these are maybe the 2 longest range carries, in the game.
Yeah.
In Hui and Senna. So kind of hard for him to do a lot on the Xayah.
Yeah, a lot of zoning as well comes through from the Sway champ.
Yeah. Yeah, Xayah very short range and kind of wants the opponent to run at her.
Yeah, but not too close to her. There's a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't want to get hooked, that's for sure.
Yeah. And if you ever have to blow your Feather Storm before the depth charge comes out, things aren't looking good.
Yeah, you're in trouble. So it looks like it might be Liandry's second for the Hui. Don't often see a Ludens into Liandry's, but I'm not super familiar with the Hui builds.
Well, the Hui combo.
Nope.
Oh.
What, do you know it?
I don't know, there's a bunch.
Yeah,
they all start with WE.
Which one's that?
That is the one that puts the 3 orbs around you and gives you extra damage on auto attacks and abilities and gives you mana back.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like an empower. It's like Nami W? E? E. It's like Nami E.
Yeah, that's the 3 orbs.
Yeah.
3 orbs around him.
But it works on abilities too. Although Nami's does, of course.
And this is honestly where this Nautilus champ kind of comes alive. He has so much wave clear right now, and unless you're bringing at least 3 people, he is just not realistically diveable. So you can just plant him in a lane somewhere, and, 2v1, 3v1, he's going to be just fine killing the wave.
Driver finds Kazma.
Driver looks so tanky.
I think that might be because Driver is so tanky.
Makes sense, the Liandry's, in that context.
Yeah, and so does the Crypt Bloom from 116.
Yeah.
Lowers your burst onto these squishies a little bit, but it means that there is someone in the interim that can do a little bit of damage here to this Cassante.
Yeah, God JJ will be grateful that that's not a Shadow Flame or a Rabadon's. And Vi going tanky means she might not just be able to kill him on her own.
I do think ultimately, though, if Vi ults you with a ball, you're probably still going down. Senna, one of the squishiest champs in the game. Yeah. Obviously, on the back end of that, because she's so squishy, she has access to a lot of healing.
He's not taking the 3 souls.
That's a ward over the wall and Q angle.
Yeah.
You're recalling anyway. Topping up those wards.
So, 2 dragons already for Beyond. If you're Hellpigs, you really do want to contest this one. You're a bit behind on your item spikes in mid and AD, but engage on Driver.
Yeah, we're going in. We're going in on Xingbai. We found a 2-man Orianna ult, but it's going to be ICU on your backside. He's 1v3 and he's winning down. Will go 116. He is getting menacing onto this Cassante Feng, though. He's untouched on the side. Driver's going to just escape. The root comes through. Feng, though, with a lot of feathers. He's trying to use that blade caller, but to little effect. As Kazma's going to pick up one, flash on over the wall, and it's going to be another kill here. Xingbai is able to find one. Only Feng remains. It's a 4-for-1 in favor of Hellpigs.
Oh my god, where has this Hellpigs team been? They played that fight immaculately. Especially Kazma was just finding engages and disengages on the backline constantly that fight. Multiple times he found his way onto Feng and got out without getting himself killed. Same with Arding. Feng looked like he was going to completely take over that fight, and he does a lot of damage, but he's not able to convert it into any kills. Except onto ICU, who got plenty of work done before he went down. Yeah, an amazing team fight as they go on to Xingbai, who's a much harder kill, much tankier champion than Senna, and ICU is just in the middle of 3 people. Yeah. And look at Feng, just watch Feng this fight. He has a great fight. But Arding shuts him down, along with Kuzma, just do a really good job of just making sure he can't completely take over the fight on his own. And this flash from Kuzma, pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Feng trying his absolute best, but your mid laner died first in that fight after being hit by about everything.
Yeah.
ICU, of course, getting straight in, straight onto him and just eliminating him. Yes, you got your Orianna ults off, but it only landed onto 2, and it didn't do all that much damage, and so it was really all up to Feng. Feng did his absolute damnedest, but it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
There's a shutdown. Once again, onto ICU. We've seen Cassante's completely take over games, and maybe we're about to see another one.
Yeah.
I think BYG might not be so keen to fight again until we have a last Whisperer.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to deal with this Cassante. I mean, he took him out reasonably quickly, but...
Yeah, but even then you have to deal with Arding.
Yeah.
There's just so much... And honestly, there's a frozen heart here for Kazma too, so... Although...
They're just hitting
these sneaky little devils. It's down quite low. Stay True's trying to guard. Souls 116. Teleport's coming through now. This is when you get off. Oh my god. We've found a hook once again onto Feng. And through will come ICU. It's 3-man knockup. It's absolutely everything. This Hellpigs team has come alive. And they are going to be able to pick up the team fight. They're going to be able to pick up the Baron. ICU with a triple. Make that an ace. It is a clean ace for Hellpigs.
And Arding just completely has Feng's number. It feels like every single team fight, he's finding hooks onto this Xayah just non-stop. Polar opposite of last fight. 6k damage last fight, 600 damage this fight. Arding completely shuts down Feng. And, I mean, there's not much going on after that. ICU, without a DPS threat on him, can just completely run over the enemy team.
Baron now secured, 26.5 minutes in, and Hellpigs, they are in the best position they have been so far in this split.
I mean, I don't think Arding is getting Nautilus again. Look at that hook. Catches Feng off guard, has to use his ult early, then he finds a 3-man Nautilus ult knockup, allowing ICU to just completely destroy the backline. Once Xayah goes down, Orianna's soon to follow. And, I mean, these tanks, the champs like Udyr without DPS threats behind them are just... you know, pillows for Hellpigs to beat up.
For sure. Now, BYG, they are only 3k gold behind. There still is a chance, but you really need your Xayah to get her LDR on and to not get found by Arding every single time that Q is off cooldown, because so far, this Xayah has just not stood a chance.
Arding has his number. And it's getting to the point now where these carries on Hellpigs, they are so strong into Xayah that once they've got their items, you're no longer under pressure to get on this Xayah.
He might have found an angle.
Yeah.
They're not going to have a ball for this though.
Oh my god, they're
not even going to have a ball at all, because down will go 116. Down will go Stay True, and it's Feng versus Cassante champion. Doesn't use the flash, doesn't use the ult. Now, Driver's stopping a few of the minions.
I mean, we were watching Husha, but I think it was Shengbei just
There's 2 minions here. Driver can't get to them. Husha is recalling, but this is tower number 2 going down. Husha and Driver aren't going to be able to stop this. It's 1 or 2v5, sorry, but Hellpigs, they're just ignoring these 2 tanks. They're hitting the Nexus, and for the second time today, a winless team picks up a win in the series, and Hellpigs against Beyond nonetheless.